Yeah. All right. Okay. So I'll introduce myself first. Hi, everyone. Um, Let me know if you cannot hear me. So again, my name is Katrina. So I've been part of the SAP education for over 4 years now, for a variety of roles, but still with education. So my current focus in this role is on our public training schedule, making sure that we have the right courses planned out for our customers across the world, specifically for my region, Asia Pacific and Japan. You can Doyoung. Next slide, please. Right. So in today's short session, there are actually four main topics which I would like to cover. So first, I'm going to spend a few minutes giving you a short overview of the popular courses in APJ. Second, I will be explaining some of the highlights of our 2019 schedule, what's new compared to last year, what are some of the recent additions and things to look out for. Following that, I'd like to take opportunity to talk about SAP Live Class, our virtual training offering. So in 2019, we have really expanded our schedule with a huge number of virtual events, meaning customers have even more choice and flexibility when it comes to booking their training. So I think you know and you're familiar that previously we are only offering ILT or classroom trainings. And starting this year, 2019, we have offered already the virtual live class across APJ and across the world. So, and finally, I want to spend the last part of the session introducing Tree to Run, our offering which allows a customer to request additional events to be added to our schedule. So for example, if the existing days doesn't suit the timeline of your customers or you, the courses they want isn't planned in their preferred location at all, so they can actually request that to us if only they have about 3 packs that are willing to register at that time. Next slide, please. Another slide, sorry. Next slide. I'll just go first with the popular courses in APJ. All right. So this is the list of the popular courses in APJ. As you can see in there, there are actually a lot of S4HANA courses, starting off with S4H001 or 00 also. It's actually just the same. So we actually just had a preview class for this S4HANA overview. We had a lot of customers and partners who have signed up for that. So we really thought that there's really a lot of interest for that particular course, specifically for S4HANA. We also have received a lot of interest and registrations for our cloud courses and with different academies that we're offering, specifically also focusing in the India market unit. So a lot of our India customers and partners are really having or really interested in academy courses. So of course, we identify that every market unit and every country have a different kind of interest, and with that kind of interest, we put a lot of effort in adding more schedule depending on the schedule or depending on the request of the customers as well. So if you don't find the courses that you're interested here, of course, we have hundreds, about 800 plus, 700 plus courses available in SAP for different products of SAP. So we move on to the highlights of our 2019 schedule. So let's get started. So every year we spend actually a long time planning for a public training schedule across the world. We aim to ensure that we have the right offering for our customers. The courses you need, the hot new topics brought to you as soon as they are available. So then once we have that initial schedule in place, we continually adjust and add new events throughout the year. For 2019 though, there are several exciting enhancements which I'd like to mention in case you haven't already heard about them. Next slide, please. So firstly, 2019 sees a new kind of course added to our schedules. We call them SAP hands-on learning. So pretty much all of our courses have a system-based element to them, but as the name suggests, hands-on learning courses have a very high percentage of practical hands-on exercises and demos. The participants will still have an instructor guiding them through the training, but rather than the trainer taking the participants through lots of theoretical topics, these courses have a real focus on the system. You can really learn by doing. So just like yesterday, I had my first few hours of my driving lessons. So of course, in driving, you are not able to really get to experience or really know how to drive if you're just gonna read on how to drive, but more so that you need to drive yourself and to really learn together with your instructors, right? So that's actually just the same with the hands-on learning courses that we are offering with SAP. So for learners who already have the theoretical knowledge, perhaps who want to learn how to tackle real-life challenging scenarios, but still with expert instructor guidance, hands-on learning courses are perfect. So you can actually find a list of our SAP hands-on learning courses in the training shop, or if ever you can still go specifically to the SAP hands-on learning homepage or search for the course code starting with HO, as in hands-on. So more hands-on learning courses will come through the next year also, based on the most in-demand topics for skill building via experiential learning. So 2019 is also, hello? Do you have any questions? I can hear somebody. All right, I'll just continue though. All right. So 2019 is also the year we are bringing our schedule to more customers across more countries with SAP Live Class or virtual training offering. We have expanded our virtual schedule this year to make it possible for you to take our courses no matter where you are in the world, even if you don't live near one of our big training center. So as you can see, we are using Zoom. Just like me right now, I'm currently working from home, and Doyang is in the coffee shop. So with any other setup that you currently have, you can actually learn in your house, in a coffee shop, wherever it is actually comfortable for you. So later on, I'll be taking more about this offering shortly. But for example, if you're listening from a small country just like Philippines, we only have two locations there, or of course we have partners in there. So if there's actually no training center at all, now a broad schedule of courses is available to you in a virtual delivery format. So of course it's if it's not available with a particular country, then it's available in a virtual schedule, then you can actually register them that. So one great example of our increased offering is with SAP Hybris and Ariba. So in the past, Hybris and Ariba events were planned out in North America only, in their time zone. So, but now we are really happy to share that we are offering SAP Hybris and Ariba in APJ time zone already. So we'll be enhancing that in the next few months also, as we are currently planning for the 2020 events. So across all solutions, we aim to offer the latest versions of courses in our schedule. As soon as they have become available, one huge part of our training schedule is our SAP S/4HANA courses. And as soon as each course has been updated for the SAP S/4HANA 1809 release, we update our plan events accordingly. Next slide, please.
Katrina, just a quick question. So just for example, I am in India and one of my participants is from Dubai and he wants to take the session. And we do not have any center there. So can I offer him the VLC classes is what you're trying to say? So he can attend the VLC classes sitting in Dubai and have the probably a session which is going on in Bangalore. Can that be done?
So are you saying that there's actually no scheduled event offered locally? Are you saying that?
Yes, yes, yes,
All right.
yes.
All right. So if it's actually not offered locally and
Mhm,
the event is actually existing in a virtual schedule,
mhm,
yes, of course, your customer can actually attend to that. And even if it's not scheduled also, they can
mhm.
still request for that event to happen only if ever that they actually have three participants to register on that particular event. That's what we call the three to run
I get
event
that.
request.
Yes, yes, I get that. All right, I'm done. I'm done. Thank you so much.
All right. All right, so we're in the next slide now. So now I'm sure we have listeners on this call interested in many different SAP solutions and technologies. Our schedule is made up of broad training across these different solutions and topics with ever popular courses available in multiple countries and with a huge choice of dates. But in 2019, we also have a growing set of brand new courses available for the first time. What you see in the next couple of slides, just a selection of these new trainings. Of course, I don't have a time to go through each one of them or explain it in detail, and the courses which are relevant to you will depend on your role and area of interest also. So the point is that whether the customer is interested in technology topics like development or system administration, SAP HANA Analytics Solutions. Uh, Next slide, please, Doyong. Or maybe your customers are working with SAP S/4HANA or customer experience solutions. Perhaps they want to upskill also in cutting edge intelligent technologies. Or maybe people management is your area and they need enablement for SAP success factor solutions. Whatever the area of interest, our portfolio keeps on growing and we work hard to ensure that each of these new courses is added to our schedule as soon as possible. So I'll just give you a short overview of how we actually plan out our events. So before or at least 5 months before the year, we actually plan out the events for example, for next year. So we will publish that 3 months, 4 months before the start of the year. And if ever we find out that the number of events is actually not a lot, or there's actually a lot of interest with our customers for a specific solution or specific event, then we will continually add that perhaps every month or every quarter, depending on the availability also of the trainer or the location or the partner. So we will check on that. And if ever it's not available, then again, if ever you have three participants, then we can actually request that to happen as well. Next slide, please.